All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well, who I learned this truth from, and salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push his word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also shalom to the million new children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And today, basically, is just getting on the economy of America, man. Because that's one of the things that's holding this place up, for the lack of better words, man. This so-called fiat currency, man. This fake money, that basically revolves around Esau and his system, man. Because Wall Street is over here in America, man. And Wall Street basically dictates different trades and different prices of money, man. For the lack of better words, let's say over there in Zimbabwe, they'll say you get a certain product. It might be $500 over there, but in America, that $500 in America is basically 50 cents or 5 cents, man. But basically just saying, for the lack of better words, the American dollar is weakening, man. Just the point I'm trying to get onto, man. It's unstable, man. And that's what a lot of people trust in, these unstable riches that Esau give unto them. Let's start off with that in Proverbs, man. This is the book of Proverbs 11, and I'm going to jump down to verse 28. It says, he that trusteth in his riches shall fall. Yes, man. It says, he that trusteth in his riches shall fall, man. Because that $1, or that $100 bill, tomorrow it can be worth 50 cents, man. And that's the point that we're coming upon, man. With inflation, it's finna ready to hit these Americans in their face, man. And it's been science that's been showing you that these prices are rising, man. Whether it be by you just going to the grocery store, and the pack of chicken raised up 50 cents, or even the gas station, man. The gas station have been raised up like 80 cents last year, man. Gas is not cheap anymore, and it's slowly but surely rising, man. Just imagine when gas be $5-6 a gallon, man. Read this again. Proverbs 11, verse 28. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall. Yes, man. Why? Because the riches of Esau is unstable. It says, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. Yes, man. The righteous shall flourish as a branch, because we're going to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. That's how we're going to get through the times of Jacob's trouble, man. Because it's not like in the times of Jacob's trouble, you're going to have, $50K buried in the front yard, and the truth's going to come and get you. You're going to throw them a bag. No, man, that's not going to deliver you, man. Money and riches is not going to deliver you in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to have to deliver you from this evil day, man. Let's go ahead and get another precept just backing up that this damn double riches is failing, man. And a part of his riches failing is the inflation. Again, you go over there to, it happened over there in Zimbabwe, man. I think over there in Zimbabwe, they got $500 bills, man. And I think that $500 in the U.S. cents, I think it's worth like 16 cents, if I'm not mistaken, man. But this American dollar even weakening, man. I think the British pound is like 36 cents above the American dollar, if I'm not mistaken, man. But each day that go by, this fiat currency is failing. Let's go ahead and get this in the book of James, though. Please bear with me. This is the book of James 5, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, go to now, you rich man, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. And this is a part of the miseries, man. I'm going to play a little bit of this video. No, it's like it. But again, this is part of the miseries, man. This damn devil basically losing his riches, man. Because this is one of the things that this devil used to basically stay on top, man. And a part of us seeing this devil downfall is seeing his riches getting weaker and weaker, man. Motherfucker probably gonna have to put a commercial. Yep, I already knew it. While the commercial loading up, let's read this again. James 5 verse 1. Go to now, ye rich man, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you in these miserable times coming upon the lands of America, man. It's a famine ahead, sedition among men, class wars. You know what I'm saying? And these are part of the miseries, and part of these miseries are going to start the lack of money, man. Or the lack of rations, man. Don't be surprised if you go to Walmart and now they're rationing out food, man. They was rationing out toilet paper. Imagine we get to the food, man. You know? And that's how niggas don't see it. Niggas went crazy over something that you wipe your behind with. Hey, watch when it's really an essential item, man. Like food and water. Imagine how crazy these niggas are going to get then. Go and play a little bit of this video.
Timing in terms of when the Fed hikes or how fast they have to follow up?
The risks, Martin, as you said a bit earlier, is that inflation picks up and goes out of control. And Steve mentioned it as well.
Right there, it says inflation lifts up and goes out of control, man. Which means prices are skyrocketing, man. You might go to a place, basically the food might be $5 when you sit down, and once you stand up and leave, the price is $15, man. This how extreme these prices finna get ready to get, man. It is going to start being sedition among me. It's going to be being, for lack of better words, a high level of contention when it comes to these prices, man. Especially when it comes to Jake, man.
But as to what the Fed does and when it actually moves, it has been long since taken out of its hands. Inflation is going to be so high and the Federal Reserve is boxed into a corner. So if they do not raise in March and they have another 3 months of higher inflation rates, the market is no longer going to believe them. They're going to totally lose control.
So basically, he's saying in the first 3 months, that's the first quarter, basically something is going to have to shake, man. And the only thing that's getting shaken is this system, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, the Lord, he's shaking this system up, man. And a part of the Lord shaking up this system is shaking up the riches. Let's go back to James 5, verse 2. It says, your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth eaten. Yes, man. Your lifestyle, your riches is withering away, man. And we already know, this is just the Joe. It's really affecting the Joe six packs. But the higher ups, the elites, they basically selling you guys out, man. Which shows you that your leaders is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. They didn't even break you off. They're going to put you in the midst of these terrible and trying times, man. Because again, this inflation and these high prices is going to lead into protesting, man. It's going to lead into sedition. It's going to lead into upwarring, man. Because like the sneaking commercials say, when you're hungry, you're not yourself, man. And when people are not themselves, they're going to start doing desperate things, man. And a part of those desperate things is, kicking into people's houses for food. A part of those desperate things is stealing. You know what I'm saying? It's already happened over there in New York. People just running inside the grocery store, grabbing things and running out. That's the sense of desperation getting put upon the planet Earth, man. And this is Yahweh Shema Shah who's sending these different plagues, man. Put a little bit more.
So that's the problem. And again, in the press conference on December 15th, Steve asked the chairman why he did not raise rates on December 15th itself. And the answer was that the markets would be very sensitive and the chairman should follow what the markets are saying. The risk is, if he's going to be so obedient and so much of a follower of the markets, it means that you are going to have increases in rates in fits and starts. He's going to increase it. If there is a correction, he will become dovish. Then inflation gets out of.
Now, real quick, right here it says a hawkish tilt, right? It says Fed's a hawkish tilt. And I'm finna go ahead and get this real quick. Just a regular Google definition. It says inflation hawk. It says, what is an inflation hawk? It says an inflation hawk, also known in monetary jargon as a hawk, is a policymaker or advisor who is predominantly concerned with the potential impact of interest rates as they relate to fiscal policy. Hawks are seen as willing to allow interest rates to rise in order to keep inflation under control, man. But they just said after December 15th, before they asked the dude why he didn't do it. Basically it was a setup for lack of better words. These devils are doing this on purpose, man, because they raised the rates to have inflation under control. But like it says, after the first 3 months, the first quarter before March, things are going to get out of control, man. Prices are going to continue to increase. Let's go ahead and read a little bit more in this article. Let's go to this one. Let's get one point right here. Here you go. It says the pain is already here. Yes, things are already is in play for the lack of better words, man. The Lord already have the prophecies and the plans already set up, man. Ain't no way that it can go back, man. Ain't no way that this economy can bounce back. No matter how many stimulus checks, no matter how many unemployment checks that you get, no matter how many times these devils give you a refund, this American dream will never bounce back. The pain is already there, so they are having to play massive catch up. You behind is out of control, It says, and the question is, at what point do they lose their nerve? At what point do the money crash, man? Let's go back to James 5 and verse 3. It says, your gold and silver is cankered. That's another word for withering, man, or decaying. You go back into 1920, it was the gold standard, man. And compared to the gold standard until now, back then, a dollar now is worth like $20, man. Basically, for lack of a better word, say a silver. An ounce of silver says like $22, man. If you get them an ounce of silver, they'll actually give you, a note, a silver note, basically a silver certificate, and saying, yeah, you have this much dollar worth of silver, man. They don't do that today, man. Today's money and today's currency is backed up by oil. That's why it's called the petro oil dollar, man. It's not backed up by gold or silver, man. The gold one, I think they passed in like 1933, and the silver, they passed it around the 1970s, man. So this dollar or this money that we have is fickle, man. Let's go ahead and get this finish it off. It says, your gold and silver, this canker is withering, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. Yes, man. Because back in the day, a dollar can buy 4 bags of chips. And then now today it can only buy 2. Which meaning what? That this dollar is weakening. Continuing on though. It says, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. It get worse and worse as the time goes on. That's what rust do. It says, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. And basically, man, the treasures that you devils have gathered up is going to come to naught, man. Let's get this in Zephaniah 1 and verse 10. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Yes, their first crash, they Great Depression around 1930s and I think it was 1920s, 1930s. You know what I'm saying? That's the first crash. This is going to be the second crash, man. And this is going to be one like no other. But like how it crashed back then, people that was, offing themselves, jumping off buildings, doing crazy things. Imagine how it's going to be now, man. Let's go ahead and continue on, though. It says, how? Ye inhabitants of Maktesh. Maktesh today is basically Wall Street, man. The place of trade, the place of marketing, man. Because Maktesh in the ancient world was a plan of marketing, man. A place of marketing. It says, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all that bear silver are cut off. And the Lord's going to cut these devils off, man. Because again, these bankers, these higher ups, they're going to leave you Joe Six-Packs in the cloud of dust, man. You're going to be left in confusion, man. Let's go ahead and get one quick precept before we end off. Let's go to Isaiah 24. Because again, us seeing that this devil kingdom falling is us seeing this inflation happening, man. Matter of fact, let's go to Isaiah 26. Salakia. This is the book of Isaiah 26 And I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, for he bringeth down them that dwell on high, the lofty city. He left it low. He left it low. And that's the Lord bring you devils down from your pride, man. Because a part of the Lord humble you devils is putting your business out there, man. Real quick. How can you be proud when you owe somebody money, man? You know, how can you proud when your bank accounts is in the negative, for lack of better words, man? And it's showing you this right here. Let's read this again. This is the book of Isaiah 26 and verse 5. It says, for he bringeth down them that dwell on high, the lofty city, he left it low. He left it low. Yes, he's breaking these devils down, man. And again, almost $30 trillion in debt, man. And continually rising. Continuing on, though, even to the ground, he bringeth thee even to the dust. Yes, he's bringing you guys even to confusion, man. And guys on the Wall Street is going to be left in confusion, you know, when the money crash, man. And then it's well known that a lot of big stocks, you know, a lot of guys that's big into that, they're even pulling out or they're selling up all they have and basically investing in certain things, man. Because during the pandemic, only the rich got richer, man. The millionaires became billionaires and the billionaires became trillionaires and the trillionaires start owning things, for lack of better words, man. These banking families, man, because these are the people who's controlling these things, man. You know, because America, the U.S., they're in a lot of debt into China, man. But guess who's running things over there in China? The elites. Guess who's running things over here? The elites, man. It's nothing but a big monopoly game to these damn devils, man. But at the same time, Yahweh Shemal Shai, he's going to disrupt your party, man. You know? You trusting in these riches. You trusting in your banking, you know? The Lord, he's going to bring it down into naught. Let's go ahead and continue on. Verse 6, it says, the foot shall tread it down, even the feet of the poor and the steps of the needy. So basically, you devils, y'all are going to get down from that high seat, man. And this is showing you devils that y'all getting down from that high seat you owe. You know, you're in debt, man. You're going to have to go into slavery, man. You know, like for lack of better words, you know, when you're back in the interim, when you have money and you can pay that money back, you have to be an indentured servant. Esau, you're going to have to be an indentured servant, man. You're going to have to pay back for all the things you have done, man. You know, because you still have certain jewelry, you know, certain ancient and wonderful artifacts that was ours. You know what I'm saying? You have that hid up somewhere in a bunker or something, man. But at the same time, you know, through the spirit power, Yahweh Shemal Shai, the Lord, he's going to give us that back. But at the same time, the Lord, he's going to give you back your judgment, man. You know, you're going to have to pay back this money, $30 trillion, but you also going to have to pay back for slavery, man, and all the wicked things you have done. You know, so yeah, I could just a quick little video. I pray it was edifying. I want to say, Call Allah Yimlah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakakodah, Shalom, BTA, and the Blah,